Okay, we're here with Brooke today. Brooke, how you feeling?
Pretty good. I'm excited.
You're excited? Why are you excited?
Because I want to feel better. I want my back to feel better. I clean houses. It's painful.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been adjusted before?
No.
This is your first ever chiropractic adjustment?
It's my first ever.
Good. These are
I'm
my
a virgin spine.
virgin spine. That's what we're going to call the video, definitely. Do you have pain every day?
Yes.
Where's the pain mostly?
Between my shoulder blades, my neck, my right shoulder, pretty often.
Mm-hmm. Where in your right shoulder?
It's right in here, in my clavicle, and into my, whatever the ball joint or whatever is. I have tendinitis, so it affects like all through here.
Okay.
But right now, it's like I can feel it wants to crack. It wants something, and I can't do it. It won't go.
Does it crack on its own?
Sometimes, but it won't.
Okay.
Like I can feel it right in here.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever have any pain or numbness or tingling into
Yes.
your arm, into your fingers?
Yes.
Do you know which fingers? Or are they all of them? How often do you get that symptom?
Almost every night when I'm sleeping.
Okay.
It's usually just when I'm sleeping.
Okay, do you sleep on your arm or with your elbow up or?
I try not to, but sometimes, even when I'm lying on my back, I'll have like maybe a hand on my torso somewhere or just down by my side, and it'll sometimes even go numb then.
Okay. Is it just the right side? Do you ever have any symptoms on the left?
Occasionally, but not as frequent. It's almost nightly with my right.
Okay. Do you ever have any headaches?
Yes.
How often?
Frequent.
Once a day, once a week, twice a month?
Maybe twice a week.
Okay. And when you get a headache, where does it usually occur on your head?
It's like base of my spine, base of my skull, and it kind of sometimes wraps around. It's like through here.
Okay. Okay. What do you do to make your neck and shoulder better?
Sometimes yoga. Try to do a lot of inverted poses. Just try to stretch a little.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good.
Spinal twists.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever have any low back pain?
Yes.
How often do you have low back pain?
Almost constant.
Almost constant. Okay.
My left side. I hold my child on the left.
Okay. Mom hip pain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1 out of 10, 10's the worst pain ever. How would you rate your low back pain?
I'd have to give it a 6.
Okay.
5, 6.
On average, 5 or
Yeah.
6? Okay. Do
It's
you
a
ever
dull pain.
Okay. Do you ever have any pain down your leg?
Not usually.
No numbness and tingling in your toes?
No.
Okay. Do you have any major injuries I need to know about? Any major car accidents, sports injuries?
Did have a car accident.
How long ago?
It was 2009. So it was almost 9 years ago.
Okay. Major? How fast were you going or how fast
I
were you?
wasn't going very fast. My car was totaled though. I was going like the speed 35 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour.
Okay.
I definitely should have gone to the hospital because I had whiplash pretty bad.
Did you have neck pain before that?
A little, not as much as I've experienced lately.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a cheerleading accident.
Okay.
When I was about 13 or 14, we were doing a mount. It's called basket toss. Me and another girl were throwing another girl in the air, and the other person threw harder than me, and the girl came on to me, landed on me, and I broke her fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I do remember having pretty severe pain in my mid-back from that. She kind of landed like on my face and chest and dropped.
Okay.
Never went to the doctor for that or anything. But.
Okay. Is there anything else that you feel like is relevant that you could tell me about?
Well, I think during those years of cheerleading, I was always a base for different poses, and I always had girls climbing on me, and I don't think that helped a whole lot with the developing young body. So I think that kind of carried through into my adult years. You know, cleaning houses takes a toll. Giving birth to 2 children takes a toll. So.
Okay. So
Old.
what's that?
So just getting old.
You're getting older. You're not getting old.
That's true.
Okay. So I'm going to do an exam on your spine. We're going to find out what's happening in there. I'll do some adjustments today. Hopefully get you feeling better.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's see what your spine says. Okay, Brooke, we're going to start off analyzing the thoracic and the lumbar spine and the sacrum. And then after that, I'm going to flip you over, and then we'll look at your cervical spine and your neck. And after we do some spinal adjustments, we'll take a look at your shoulder. So, the first thing I'm going to look for is the places in your spine where the muscles are activated. And where the muscles will give us a good indication of where the spine needs to be adjusted. So is this tender right here?
Yeah.
And is this one tender right here?
Yep.
Okay, we have multiple segments here in the upper thoracic spine. Let's see, T2, T3, and T5. And we're going to come down just a little bit more through the thoracic lumbar transition into the lumbar lordosis. Not as bad, but we've got an L2 here. Is that tender?
A little. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Now I'm going to check the mechanical movement of the spine. So starting from the very top, I'm just going to give a little bit of a push into each vertebra. Does this feel like does that feel stuck right there?
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll come down just a little bit further. Much more fluid here. Oh, no cavitation there in your sacrum. That means you have a base posterior sacrum. Just waiting for me to touch it and crack it. Does your spine crack on its own?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you usually crack just the bottom or the top too?
If I'm having a good day, I can get the top, but it's
Okay.
usually just the lower.
Okay, well your spine is nice and straight. You don't have any curvatures or scoliosis in your spine. You're very strong too. I can tell you work for a living. And we definitely have some muscle tension. Do you ever get massage?
I try to.
Okay. And after I adjust your spine, you're going to feel a lot better. These muscles are going to be a lot looser. But it's still good every now and then to get someone to work on you. It's very relaxing and therapeutic to have someone work on you for an hour
I know.
and release all your muscles, or at least roll around on a tennis ball. Go hang out in a float tank for a while, get some magnesium downloads.
I'm meaning to do that.
Okay, so looking at your bells, let's see here, we're good. I'm going to push your feet out against my hands here. Good, and relax. There we go. Okay, so now looking at your pelvis, I'm just going to test out some of these glute fibers here. Do we have any tension here?
Yeah.
Tension or ticklish?
Ticklish.
Okay. Any pain there?
No.
Any pain there?
No.
Any pain here?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I look at your leg length, it looks like the right leg is a little bit shorter, but I'm going to test that out and put these blocks underneath of your hips and see if we can even that out. So go ahead and relax. even Steven. And so what that tells me is you don't really have a short leg, but you just have a little bit of a twist in your pelvis. And so when I put the blocks underneath of you, it untwists you, and now you're even. It's tender there.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
A little on the right mostly.
This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I found a couple places to adjust today. We're going to start off with this thoracic stuff up here because this stuff is just on fire. We need to calm this down.
Yeah.
So let's practice an adjustment first, since this is your first adjustment ever. What we're going to do is we're going to follow your breath. So take a deep breath in through your nose, Brooke, and then out through your mouth. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of follow down here, and as you breathe out, at the end of your breath, I'm going to give a little push like that, and we should hear some cracking sounds, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first let me lower your headpiece just a little bit and take out some of the tension. All right. Okay, are you ready for your first adjustment?
I am most certainly ready.
Okay, good. Nice and gentle. Just kind of let your body relax and sink in. Let your shoulders sink in. Okay, we're going to start up high at T1 here. Do that again. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Let it all go. Just sink in.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we're going to drop down 2 segments here. Do another breath in and out. Shoulders relax and just kind of sink in. Let it go.
Like radiates.
Where?
Just out.
Fingers getting
Good.
tingly?
No.
Good. Let it all go. Breathe through your nose. Okay, one more time. Deep breath in and out.
God.
This is just going to help loosen up your spine just a little bit more, because I think that we've pulled off at least one layer of tension here, but there's more. And so there's some pretty serious tension up here. We're just going to keep working on this and helping it let go.
What exactly does this do?
Well, it depends on where I aim it. And so for right now, I'm aiming it right directly into the spine, helping it break up tension within the joint capsules, and breaking up adhesions in the ligament, breaking up scar tissues all around the spinal soft tissue. Now, your hips are also up on these blocks right here, and so if I use the arthrostim to stimulate areas like the SI joint, where there's a lot of different nerves that help the body relate positional information, it's called proprioception. So like, basically, you know how you are aware of which way is your palm pointed right now?
Down.
It's down. Now, you know where it's pointed, not because you're looking at it, but because you can kind of feel it inside of your brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's called proprioception. Mm-hmm. And so I can use the arthrostim to train the muscle memory with your hips in this blocked position, and to kind of help it release some of the tension on one side of the spine that's tighter and help open that up, while also help create more stabilization on the other side of the spine to create more symmetry. So we just kind of come down here like this and stimulate those proprioceptive fibers.
That feels so crazy.
Pressure's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's do this one more time. Good. See, I can feel this really loosened up here. This second pass through, there's much less tension. Alright, we've got more work to do up there.
Yeah, I can still feel it, but it's a lot better.
Okay, lay on your side, this side up, face me over here. What we're gonna do is bend your top leg, and then we're gonna keep the bottom leg straight. I like your jingles.
Thanks.
Is that a musical instrument? You're just trying to remind yourself of something so you
It's
don't get
musical.
lost?
It's musical. I have to have music with me everywhere.
Alright, so what we're gonna do here, Brooke, is I'm gonna bring your hips down like this. Do you have pain? Is it here?
It's here.
Okay, down here. Alright, so this is a little bit more of a soft tissue thing. And so while this muscle is in a stretched position, what I'm going to do is use the arthrostim to stimulate the muscle spindle, which is a group of nerves inside of the muscle, and then it activates something called the dynamic stretch reflex. Alright, so now let's get this lumbar spine adjusted. Okay, soft breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good, now just kind of loosey-goosey here. We'll bring this down.
I can feel that so much better now.
You can feel what so much better?
My back feels so much better now. My lower back.
Okay, so this is the side of the SI joint. I'm going to scoot you forward here. Just a little bit forward there. It's tender, ticklish.
It's a little bit of both, I guess.
Okay.
A little bit tender.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Same thing, I'm just going to kind of bring you down like this, and we'll give it a little push, okay? Okay, deep breath in, and out. Go nice and gentle, loosey-goosey here. Okay, lay on your back.
Yeah, laying like this even, I can feel it much less tense. I feel like the curve of my spine feels so much better now.
That's a good comment, I like that.
Before I could feel a lot of pressure in my sacrum, and it affected the curve there. It feels much better.
Alright, so we're going to do the right side now, mid-cervical spine. So just kind of like loosey-goosey here and just let it all go. We're going to bring this over, give it a little push like that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're doing good. That's perfect. Nice and relaxed and gentle here. Still alive?
Mm-hmm. That was good. So good.
Okay, so I'm going to check your ankles here. Oh,
My left ankle's been bugging the crap out of me lately. Right there.
that was a nice crack. I think there might...
What?
I said I keep talking right through the cracks. There might be a little bit more here.
Want the jingles off?
No, it's going to add to it. Okay. Now, it already feels better, so we'll just give this a little push. Okay, I'm going to adjust your calcaneus here. I'm just going to kind of push in that direction, okay?
My what?
Your calcaneus, your heel bone.
Okay.
Okay, nice and relaxed here. Tender?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to sit on your foot. push your knees out. Push out. Harder. 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 Relax. Squeeze.
Little baby crack.
Did you feel that in your pubic bone?
Yeah, it was kind of like back pubic, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like in, it was like back and down.
Mm-hmm.
It was like middle of the hip, kind of.
Squeeze.
Ooh.
Is that there?
That was here. That was like
Where?
right in my groin.
Mm-hmm. Swing your legs off to the window.
Sweat.
Swing your legs off to the window. What are you feeling?
This is like my sciatic, I guess. I don't know. It's right in my butt.
Your side's up. Alright, go ahead and stand up. Why don't you walk around a little bit? Take it for a chest spin.
Yeah. I think I was just laying, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it hurts my right here.
Alright, so we have some SI joint exacerbation. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go back and I'm going to re-block you and take another look at the pelvis, okay?
My ass hurts.
Left hip up. Down. Still have pain?
No, not there.
So I'm just doing some spinal stretching here. This is a meningeal stretch. The meninges are the coverings of the brain and the spinal cord. And I'm just pushing on the sacrum while stabilizing the occiput.
Mostly, I think on the right side, yeah.
Alright, slowly push yourself up. Just come right up off the table, off the blocks. And then come to a standing position. Alright, walk around the table. Take that for a chest spin.
Ooh, much better. Still a little there.
Alright, we decrease that tension now?
What's that?
I said we decrease that tension now?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm going to adjust your shoulder here. Bring your chin to your chest and lean forward just a little bit. Let this relax here and just kind of like sink in nice and loosey-goosey. Let this go.
me.
Good. Lean just gently forward and just let the shoulder just kind of sink in.
That was good. That felt good.
Turn it to the left.
That was intense.
These are usually not comfortable adjustments.
No, but worth it. It's looser.
How's your
Seem taller.
yeah, you're definitely taller. How's your neck feel?
My neck feels really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Look straight up at the ceiling. Do you have any pain when you do that in your neck?
No.
Okay, you look down at the ground. Any pain there?
Mm-mm.
All right. How about touch? Can you touch your toes? Bend at the waist and touch your toes. Do you have any pain when you do that?
No.
All right, come back up. Any pain when coming back up there?
A little in that SI. area,
SI joint.
But not. Just like a.
All right. So do you feel an improvement?
Yes.
How much? 25, 50, 75% improved?
I would say 45 to 50%. Yeah.
All right, well, if I can get almost 50% on one adjustment, there's a good chance I might be able to get 50% on another adjustment. So let's do a follow-up in a week. We'll see how your spine feels that day. We'll get you adjusted. And I don't think it's going to take very long to get you out of pain. Maybe just 1 or 2 more adjustments. And then we can just kind of check back in and see if we can create some stabilization to make it last longer, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, anything else to add, Brooke?
No, I'm eternally grateful though. That's all.